One of the things that we focus on at the Policing Project a great deal is technology, policing technologies, and in particular, surveillance technologies. Things like facial recognition and license plate readers, drones, and cell site location simulators. People are worried about these technologies and they don't know exactly what to do with them. And we apply our usual cost-benefit analysis framework. We ask, what are the benefits of the technologies? Were they adopted because there was a real problem they were going to solve, or was it just an attractive toy? But we also look at the costs, many of which are very serious. There are privacy costs. There are racial harms because many of these tools are used the most in impacted communities, communities that have the most crime, but also have high minority and marginalized populations. There's overcriminalization. So very often a technology is adopted for one reason and it stretches to another. For example, facial recognition has been promoted by some departments to fight very serious violent crimes, to find people who are responsible for those crimes. But I was just reading the newspaper and learned that they're using it in New York for things like shoplifting. So the more that we have these technologies, the more people are involved in the criminal justice system. Similarly, the technologies can be used to impose fines and fees, which again ratchets up the burden on many people, particularly poorer people and folks of color. We look at these technologies and our general philosophy is twofold. First, was the use of the technology democratically authorized? If not, it ought not to be used. And second, even if it is used, do the benefits outweigh the costs? We're not against technology. Technology holds out the promise to make this a safer society. But we need to adopt those technologies in ways that ensure that we minimize the costs or eliminate them altogether.